Hey, yeah, oh, 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 yeah.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, the big news, of course, this past week was Trump getting convicted on bogus charges. Everybody knows it's all a bunch of BS. I mean, everything they've been doing is unconstitutional. It's against the law. I don't know why they're letting it slide, but whatever. This means that it's a free-for-all if they keep going this way, because it literally means they could just make up shit and charge you with it, which has been proven. They just made all this shit up and charged him with it. I'm not, go into detail about the case or whatever. You can look up other YouTube channels, or get your news source from actual news sources like Newsmax and shit. You don't listen to mainstream media, because they're all full of shit. It's all propaganda, especially CNN. But anyways, it's all BS, and all the lefties are like, yay, he got convicted, blah, blah, blah. Why would you vote for this man if he's been convicted, blah, 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 blah. Because everybody, all the American people know it's BS. So they're still gonna vote for him. Everybody wants Trump back. It's just the way it is. Get over it. Anyways, regardless, it has to go through all these court appeals and blah, blah, blah. And by that time, he's going to be president. I mean, that's going to take forever. He's going to be president before that even happens. They may try to throw him in jail so they could get him in the orange suit. I don't know. That'd be stupid, but whatever. He'll pardon himself once he becomes elected. Anyways, that's the big news that everybody was been talking about for like a week. Let's get on to what I really want to talk to you about. Hang on just a sec. Get my notes. So, I told you I'd given you an update on the Conan Exiles game. And like I said, I've got a couple other games I got to do a review on. But I wanted to try out this game because it looked pretty neat. But the more I played it, the more cons it had than it did pros. Like, it's a neat concept and everything. But I'm not a big fan, number one, of multiplayer online. If there's PvP involved, which is player versus player, I don't like PvP games at all. Because you got people on there that will play 24 hours a fucking day just so they can get one up on everybody who eventually comes on and starts playing on the server. And then they take all their shit because they've already been playing for like a couple of weeks or something, so they're way ahead of everybody on how to play the game. So I don't like PvP. In this game, like I said in the previous video with the gameplay, you know, there's a few things that just, there's way too much crap to try to put together and make new stuff, and they don't tell you the recipes on how to make certain items. You just gotta try to blindly figure it out on your own, and hopefully you can make it. I don't like the death thing, where death loop, they call it death loop, where if you die, you gotta go all the way back to where you died from your respawn point to get all your inventory and stuff back, all your equipment. But the problem with that is there's several glitches in the game, a lot of glitches. Even if you have a follower and they die in the water, if you died in the water, the game will not allow you to loot your body or loot the follower's body to get all that equipment and stuff. You can't get it back. If you die too far away from your base, headquarters, whatever you want to call it, the game will glitch again and your body will disappear, so you can't loot the stuff. And it takes forever to remake everything. My biggest thing, which I said in the previous video, was the fast travel. There's no fast travel like in Fallout. You literally have to run all the way across the map to get to certain areas. And the problem is it takes like an hour to run all the way across the map. Because sometimes you're going to have to fight a creature or whatever to get to another point. Now, they have what's called pets, which are also followers. You can get a horse, make a horse with a saddle, and you can ride the horse. But I tried that, and it only does a little tiny bit faster. It's literally, it takes about the same amount of time. So it's not even worth it. There's a couple of fast travel devices. One is what's called the map room. The problem with the map room is they only give you specific places you can go to, and it's one-time travel. In other words, you travel there and you have to run all the way back to the map room. You can't travel back. If you complete the sorcerer's journey and learn how to be a sorcerer, which takes a long ass time, if you find the recipe, you can create these 2 stones that you can link together, and then you can fast travel between one stone and another stone. But if you want to create different locations with the stones, you have to remake them stones and relink the 2 other stones to do it. Now you have to run all the way to the location that you want to put the other stone. But once them stones are done, that's it. You want to do a fast travel to another location, you got to remake stones, run all the way and put another stone, blah blah. It's bullshit. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, you spend most of the game just running. Not actually playing the game, but running everywhere. It's annoying. I hate the whole crafting station idea too. I don't like that. I don't like the whole crafting crap. It's ridiculous. It's way too many crafting stations. You know, maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4 tops. Like weapons, armor, tools, you know, that sort of thing. But the rest of that shit, unneeded. You don't need any of that other junk. Stupid crafting stations. Now, I was just going to keep playing it. Fuck it. You know, I cleared out, if you were to half the map, I cleared out the whole entire bottom side of the map. Like, I went everywhere except for the city. I didn't go into the city. But I went everywhere else and found all the locations, all the caves, all the camps, all that crap. I uncovered the entire bottom part of the map. And then I noticed as I was playing, I wasn't gaining any more experience points. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I not gaining any more experience? So I had to go and look it up. And they level cap you at level 60. Once you get to level 60, you're done. You can't get any higher. In other words, and I had only half the attributes. Like, there was a ton more attributes to gain. I was like, what the fuck? So I only get half my attributes? That's bullshit. And then it tells you, oh, by the way, you can't gain any more knowledge either. Unless you find it somewhere on the map. Every once in a while you find like a diary or some shit that may give you a scrap of knowledge or something. But in your menu where you can, you know, learn knowledge, you can't learn any more knowledge. And there was a crap ton of knowledge I still needed to learn. I was like, what the this is bullshit. I hate level caps. That shit's bullshit. So I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done playing. You're not gonna fucking level cap me. Go fuck yourself, Funcom. Funcom sucks. And I hate when you buy a game and then you look at it, nowhere on the box does it say, on the Conan box, does it say you only get a portion of the entire game. You're going to have to go online and then give them more money for DLCs to open up the rest of the world and get everything else in the world. I was like, fuck that. That's bullshit. You know, when I go and spend that kind of money on a fucking game, I expect to have the entire fucking game. That's the way it's always fucking been. Now in the past few years, they want you to buy just a portion of the game, and then they want to fucking nickel and dime your ass for the rest of the fucking game. Oh, we're always updating. Fuck you and your updates. Make a sequel, you dumb fucks. Fucking bullshit. I hate DLC crap. Now, if it's just for like outfits, like you're buying extra content for extra shit, outfits and crap. Hey, if you want to fucking be a dumbass and waste your money fucking blowing it on these fucking games for that junk, then that's fine. That's up to you. I wouldn't do it. But some people like that shit. They like wasting their money. That shit's fine. But if I spend that kind of money on a fucking game, I want the entire game. Don't tell me now I've got to fucking give you more money so I can get other parts of the fucking game to play that goes along with the first part of the game. Fuck you. That's what sequels are for, dumbasses. So Funcom, go fuck yourself. You suck ass. You're pieces of shit. Anyways, Conan Exiles. 2 thumbs down. Terrible game. Terrible. Cool concept. Terrible fucking outplay. It was executed all wrong. Funcom does not know what they're doing. Okay. Moving on. So, I just watched a show called Tracker. And basically, he goes around and it's about a guy who goes around and he's basically a tracer. He goes around, he finds missing people is what he does. It's kind of a mystery type action type show. A little bit of action, not that much. Now, he's got this gay couple, lesbian couple. Sorry, not gay, lesbian couple. Why, I don't know. I'm so sick of we gotta have gay representation in every fucking show. Fuck you, Hollyweird, and that DEI crap. You're talking about 0.001% of the population that is gay or lesbian. You know, there's nothing wrong if they want to live that way. More power to them. I don't give a flying fuck. But Hollywood's trying to make it where it's like they're everywhere and they're not. There's not that many gay people out there. I'm sorry. But it's just the truth. But they're trying to make it to, they're trying to push this narrative like, you know, half the population's fucking gay. Fuck off. No, it's not. Anyways, yeah, now they gotta have representation in every fucking TV show. It's fucking dumb. I can't stand it. It's like, once in a while, I don't mind if there's a gay character. But fuck, man, it don't need to have one in every fucking show. Fuck off. Anyways, and again, nothing against the gay community. You know, be reasonable. Be, you know, base your shit in reality. For fuck's sake. Now, he also has, like, this Asian woman who is an attorney. And she kind of helps him out on some of the cases. They tried to make like this, like they were together at one point in time, and then it didn't work out, and they kind of have this love-hate relationship, kind of. It just doesn't work. You don't feel the chemistry there. Like, it's just, you know, it's not there. The vibe, as a lot of feminists like to call it. Yeah, it's not there. They're not meshing. But they're trying to make it like, you know, there's something there. And it doesn't work. There's also this, he's like this black kid who's a hacker that he goes to quite often, you know, to get information about someone. He's also crippled. I can't remember if it was both legs. I think it's just one leg. One of his legs are missing, I believe. I just watched the show. So I can't believe I can't think of it if it's both legs or it's just one leg. I think it's just one leg, but it might be both of them. Anyways, yeah, he's like his hacker. You know, he gets his information, shit, and that kind of stuff. Apparently he saved his life or some shit at some point in time, and he owes him. They don't really go into too much detail. Now the backstory is that he has an older brother and a younger sister. And his dad, um, he knew his dad was very paranoid that somebody was after them, or after his dad. The mother knew about it but kept her mouth shut. And apparently, they thought that he was kind of crazy. But it's turning out, the more information he finds out about his father and about his death, he realizes that his father actually worked for the CIA. The mother knew about it but kept it secret from him. All kinds of shit. He doesn't know quite what was going on, but he knows there's something there. Something's going on. And his mother blamed his older brother for his father's death. Come to find out, that's not what happened. And the guy who's playing his older brother is Jenkins. I can't think of his name. Something Jenkins. It's the guy from Supernatural. Ugh, can't even speak right. The one that plays Dean. He's the older brother in this show. And I actually liked his character. He made it watchable. The main character, the main guy, he's okay. I've never seen him before. I think I've seen the Asian chick before. She's okay. I don't know the black kid who plays the hacker. And I don't know... Well, I think I've seen one of the lesbians before. The other one that looks like an it. I mean, that's the only way I could describe her. She's this big, chunky woman with white hair and a weird... I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but she's a weird-looking person. I mean, weird-looking. The strangest face I've ever seen. That's why I called her an it, because I have never seen anyone that looks like that. It's weird. Just gives me the creeps every time I see her on screen. But anyways, the show's okay. It's not bad, but it's not really great either. It's at least worth a watch. And I've been looking for a mystery type show to replace like Monk or The Mentalist, Lie to Me, something like that, where the main character, the guy, is kind of a smart ass, but he's also a know-it-all. He's usually always right. I liked that kind of character as the lead character. But there ain't nothing... Everything's fucking some woman lead character. Some female lead who sucks. I don't like any of most of the new shows. Anyways, moving on. Let's get on to your B-movie reviews. Okay, movie-holics. This week is Horror Week. I went with a couple of horror comedies. Haven't done those in a while. The first one, I thought I had seen this, but I guess not. It's called My Best Friend is a Vampire, and it was done in 1987. I think it went straight to video because it only made about, a few 100,000 at the box office or whatever. It starred Robert Leonard and Cher Polak. Basically, you have this teenage kid. He gets bit by a beautiful woman who's a vampire. Now he has the hots for this, the actress Cheryl Pollock. I can't remember what her name is in the movie. But he has the hots for her, even though she's kind of a nerd, a geek, whatever. Whereas this really hot cheerleader has the hot for him. And he completely ignores her, which makes no sense whatsoever. But whatever. He and his best friend, he's trying to get laid by this hot chick at this old mansion that got bought out or whatever by her. And come to find out she's a vampire, she bites him. And then slowly he starts turning into a vampire. But the guy who played Odo on Star Trek, Renee something, I can't remember his last name. He comes by as a mentor called Morok or some shit like that. And tells him he's actually a living vampire, not an undead vampire. There is a difference. And he gives him like this vampire book to study and learn. And tells him all about it, but he never does. The entire time he never reads this fucking book. Even though he knows he's turning into a vampire. It makes no sense. But whatever. Anyways, there's a couple of guys, some professor who wants to kill vampires is chasing him around. And then eventually, towards the end of the movie, he becomes a vampire too, and he stops chasing him. But his assistant does not, and he continues on the fight. He still is becoming a vampire towards the end of the movie, and everyone's fine, no one dies or anything. So, that's the end of the movie. All is well at the end. Everybody lives. Blah blah blah. That's the end of the movie. It was okay. It wasn't terrible. You had some decent actors in this, so that made it a plus. I actually kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't terrible. Yeah, it was cheesy. It was goofy. It was silly, but I liked it. I give it 2 thumbs up. Check it out if you want. It's up to you. But if you're looking for a horror comedy, definitely check it out. The next one is called Once Bitten. It was done in 1985. Made about $10 million worldwide. It starred Jim Carrey and Lauren Hutton. Now, Lauren Hutton plays a really old-ass vampire. I think she says she's like 400 years old or some shit. And after so many years, she has to find a virgin. She can't, to maintain her youth, for whatever reason. It makes no sense. But apparently, in order for her to maintain her youth, she has to find a virgin vampire every so many years. Now, she has to bite them, on their inner thigh, near their junk. She's got to do it 3 times in 3 different nights to do it. And then, she becomes youthful again for a long time, many years. Naturally, I always thought when they drink the blood, they remain youthful forever. As far as I know, that's vampire lore. But whatever. Anyways, Jim Carrey plays the Virgin. His girlfriend won't give him sex, even though she claims she wants sex. So one night, his buddies say, hey, let's go to Hollywood and go check out some of the clubs. Maybe you'll get laid. And he's like, oh, I don't know about that, blah, blah, blah. Well, they take him anyway, and he meets Lauren Hutton, and then she realizes he's a virgin. So now she's going to try to, use him to keep herself youthful. So you see this progression throughout the movie. Everyone knows that something's wrong with him because he's acting really weird. And then at the end of the movie, they all end up in her mansion, Lauren Hutton's mansion, blah, 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 because they've been chasing him down. She's got one more bite to go. His girlfriend, to end this situation, his girlfriend finally decides to sleep with him and does so in a coffin, and it screws up Lauren Hutton, and she becomes this really, really old ass woman at the end, and her assistant promises that they'll find her another virgin and get her back to her youthful self, blah, blah, blah. And that's the end of the movie. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It's pretty good. I give it 2 thumbs up. Decent flick. Cheesy. Funny, it was good. Check it out if you want. Well, that's all I have for you this week. If you can think of any underrated movies I may never even heard of, or super B-rated movies, please leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below. I'll get to reviewing them as soon as I can. If you have any thoughts about what I talked about earlier in the video, like the Conan Exiles things, if any of you have tried that, what's your thoughts on it? Because I just found so many cons. I really wanted to like that game. Found so many cons with that game though. The lag was absolutely horrendous. Like, you're jerking constantly, even when you're fighting. And it's their server, Funcom's server. They're too cheap to get several servers. They just want the one server, and they make everybody go on the server to play the game. Even if you're playing single player mode, it's dumb. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about that if you've tried Conan Exiles. Again, that's all I have for you this week. So until next time, I told you you'd be told the truth, and you've just been told.